Welcome back to episode 28, guys, of Candid Chats with CNC.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was like, wait, I thought it was 27. Just kidding, it's 28.
You just told me it was 28 like a minute ago
I know.
as you were like raising the roof.
I was like, hey!
My hair looks like alfalfa right now.
It really does.
What is happening here? I don't know. It's getting so long. Do you see this ponytail right now?
Yeah, it is long.
It's
been
so
a
much
week
of it.
and it's Monday.
We don't normally record on Mondays, so the vibe might be different because Chris and I aren't happy people on Mondays.
No, but happy Friday to you all.
It's true.
As we announced on Instagram, we are now switching to posting on Fridays. I think it's going to be good. I think it's something to look forward to on Fridays and getting into the weekends, and it's already a good weekend vibe. And most of the time, people are downloading our stuff on Fridays anyway.
Yes. We're not going to have like a set time, but we're hoping between like 1 p.m. to like 5 p.m. on Fridays.
Yeah.
So somewhere like late afternoon, early evening.
Yep.
So our schedules have just been crazy, and Thursdays they were working over the summer when we started this. But our lives were very, very, very different back then. So it just seems more realistic to do it on Fridays now, because now we have an extra day to edit and just get our shit together before we post. So
yeah. And speaking of our lives being different, they're reinstating our new work from home telework policy next Wednesday, and I have to go into the office 3 days a week. I'm gonna die.
3, really? Oh my god.
Well, so basically what happens is we get like work from home days, and so we get 2 a week. Like they give us 2, and it's like a rolling bank. So
that's nice.
So like we have to, so like the more you're in the office, the less you got to work. So really a lot of people are going to work like Mondays and Fridays from home, aka myself. And
I would.
So then you use the 3 days, you use 2 days. Or like, I mean, if you have like a trip or something coming up, or you want to go back to wherever, then you work like a couple days in the office to save your work from home days. So then you can have so many other days working from home.
That's nice. That's smart.
It is.
I don't have that luxury. I go in 5 days a week.
Yeah, that stinks. Sometimes the weekends.
Sometimes the weekends. Yes. Last week was, I like get paid bi-weekly, so my paychecks are for 2 weeks at a time. And my last paycheck was like the first one since like we've started. I've started my job that like I didn't have overtime. And my paycheck hit, and I was like, why is that so low? Like, I was like, did I put my time in wrong? Like, I was like, what the heck? And then like I went and looked, and I was like, oh no, that's just what I'm actually supposed to get paid every week or every 2 weeks. And I was like, that's depressing. And I was like, well, I guess that evens out for all the overtime that I've done, like all the extra money I have gotten, like it's fine. But I was like, ew, give me some overtime, please.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, I know. It's just also that's weird because I was used to having like a lot of overtime with my old position, and like in this one, like I get overtime like when I travel and stuff, but like not really that much anyway. I mean, I'm getting paid more and everything, but it's also like weird because like sometimes you're like, oh, whoa,
Yeah.
or like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But
literally,
it is odd.
So I want to talk about last week because life was crazy work-wise for me last week. Honestly, by far, easily, hands down, worst week of 2022 for Colleen. Easily.
Honey, it's only February.
I know, but I'm just saying this was the worst one so far. Like last week was a shit show and a half. I was so ready for last week to be over with. So a couple things happened last week. I have talked on here that I didn't have migraines for 6 months. From June to January of this year, I went without migraines. I was migraine free. I forgot what they were like. It was great. It was beautiful. I've had 4 in the past 4 weeks. My brain hates weather and Mother Nature. So pretty much what happens is like when a storm comes in, the pressure in the atmosphere skyrockets because of the storm creating pressure and everything. And that just like sets my head off. When the pressure changes that quickly, I like instantly get a migraine. To the point where like I have an app on my phone that tells me 24 hours beforehand, hey, the pressure tomorrow is going to spike. Beware. Just so then I can like be like, oh, I might wake up with a migraine tomorrow. I might not. I had one that lasted 2 days last week because we had a big ice storm that I'm sure that you guys saw. I mean, it impacted like 25 states, and it went from like Texas clear up through the Midwest and even ended up over at you guys in DC. So I was down for 2 days with that, missed 2 days of work. Luckily, my migraine came before the ice storm hit. And then Friday, work was crazy because I'm a journalist. I have to cover the ice storm. And Thursday night, I was put into a hotel for work with the rest of my staff. And I normally go into work at 3:30 in the morning. And Friday, I went into work at 1:30 in the morning. And it was insane. It was crazy. It was such a cool experience to cover like such a big storm and everything. Luckily in Lexington, it was not half as bad as they were predicting it to be. Like they were predicting that we were supposed to get like 1 inch to 2 inches of ice, and we were supposed to have like 4 inches of snow. We ended up getting 1/4 inch of ice and like 2 inches of snow. So it wasn't bad, but it was still like really cool to like experience like a like big breaking news thing that had to do with weather. So it was insane. I came home Friday from work and I took a 3-hour nap, and then I slept from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. on Saturday. I was exhausted. But yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, that is crazy. Did they let you get a room by yourself?
No, I roomed with Krista, which is one of our I was going to say one of our reporters, but then that gives away that I work for a news station, but people really already know. So I feel like it's really not a secret. But yeah, and I'm like close with her. So we stayed up and gossiped for a little bit. One of the other producers came down and hung out with us for a little bit. And then we were passed out by 8 p.m.
Wow.
We popped some melatonin and went to bed.
Wow.
So
crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was because we were supposed to record last week, and then we didn't because you got called into work late on Wednesday, and then Thursday into Friday they were like, you have to stay here. And then we were like, well, the week's over, so we can't record.
And I was supposed to go to Tennessee last weekend and go on the solo trip that I've been talking about. And I ended up having to cancel it. Luckily, Airbnb was like super cool about it. Oh my God, easiest like 1-800 phone call I've ever had in my entire life. Literally took me 2 minutes. I was in the hotel room with Krista and I was like, I am dreading this. Like, I feel like this is going to be a process. I just want to go to bed. But the trip was supposed to be the next day. I was supposed to leave Friday after work. And I was like, but I need to cancel it now. Luckily, I talked to like our host a couple days before that and was like, hey, an ice storm is coming in. Like, I just want to make sure that I can get a full refund if like I have to cancel. And he was like, yeah, like I'm really cool about that. Like it's out of your control. He was like, you have in writing from me that you can cancel it and you will get a full refund. So I like let him know when I figured out that I wasn't going, and he was like, absolutely. Like, I hope that you can stay with me, like me at some point. But I called Airbnb, like customer service, didn't even have to wait on the phone. Literally told them that I had like, what's it called? Like extenuating circumstances. Yeah. And she was like, oh, like, could you tell me like what the circumstances are? And I was like, well, I live in Kentucky and an ice storm is coming. The state of Kentucky is currently under a state of emergency, so I'm unable to travel tomorrow. And she was like, oh, yep, that'll do it. And literally all of the money was back on my credit card within 24 hours.
That's nice.
It was stupid easy.
Yeah.
So
that's nice. Well, shout out to Airbnb.
Literally
customer service.
I know. So now I have to rebook it, and I think I'm either going to go next weekend or the weekend after that. It's happening in February. That's all I know.
February 2022.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, My birthday's in 4 days.
Exciting.
I'm so excited for my birthday this year. I'm usually excited for my birthday, but I'm like uber excited for my birthday this year. And I don't know why, because I'm so busy.
Did we really get to celebrate your birthday that much last year?
What did we do last year? Last year, I did like everything in Kentucky for my birthday last year. We had a house party. My birthday was on a Thursday. We had a house party that day. Friday night we went, me and my friends went out, and then Saturday night me and all my roommates went to dinner.
I was gonna say, because I didn't get to
Yeah.
see you for your birthday.
No, I want to say I came home at some point in February, but and like Katarina like shipped me my present. Like I didn't like see anybody from home for my birthday. But my parents usually come down at some point in February. That's what happened too. They came down like the last weekend of February last year.
Mhm.
But they are actually coming down on Friday, which is my actual birthday. So I'll
Yeah.
actually get to celebrate with them. I'm excited to see them. I think my mom is more excited about my birthday than I am. She called me on Friday and I was like dead tired. I was trying to take a nap and she was like, all right, we got to plan everything. What time are we going to leave? When are we coming? La. And I was like, I just want a nap. But I was trying to figure out like what to do with them because I mean, I've lived here for almost 4 years now. And we like created a bucket list of stuff that like we wanted to all do together, like in Kentucky when I moved down here for school. And we've checked off everything off that bucket list except for Keeneland, which is a racetrack down here that you can like make bets on and stuff. And it's fun. I've done it a couple times, but
Kentucky Derby, baby. Kentucky Derby.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like Lexington's version. But that's only in like the fall and spring. So I was like, what?
I thought Lexington was home of the Kentucky Derby.
That's in Louisville. Churchill Downs. Yeah.
Oh.
That's in Louisville. Yeah.
Oh, that makes okay. Never mind. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's in Louisville.
Because our conference logo has a whole bunch of horses and stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to Churchill Downs, actually.
Yeah. So that's where the Kentucky Derby is at.
Kentucky Derby.
But speaking of the Kentucky Derby, I was trying to figure out what to do with my parents because I was like, they're gonna be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was like, all right, Saturday, like I want to do stuff with them and everything, not just like sit around at my house. So I got brunch reservations at OBC Kitchen, which is like my all-time favorite breakfast spot. Honestly, they have like 3 menus. All of their menus are good throughout the day. I went there like 2 weekends ago for dinner. But I love their brunch. Their brunch is so good. So I was like, okay, that's where I want to go for my birthday. So we're doing that for brunch. And then we really haven't
on your actual birthday?
No, on Saturday. On my actual birthday, I'm taking my parents to my place of work. So they're gonna see where I go every day and all of where my desk is and all of that stuff. So that's fun. And then Friday night on my actual birthday, my roommate is throwing me a party at our house. So I have a cute outfit to wear. We're gonna like set up darts and games and stuff and just probably just have a house party.
Yeah.
My parents are gonna come, but Saturday I think I'm gonna take my parents to the Kentucky Horse Park.
That'll be fun. I've been there. It's fun.
Yeah, I went once with work. And I was like, I want to do something like horse related or country related. So I'm going to tell them to like pack some warm clothes and like be prepared to walk around. But that's where like, so like a lot of the Kentucky Derby retired horses are like past winners. They like live at the Kentucky Horse Park.
Yeah.
And like, it's really cool. You can like meet the horses and everything. And like, they have little shows throughout the day of like, their past and like when they won and everything and like what their lives are like now. It is really cool. And then I think I'm going to take them to some wineries like out in the country.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It's so pretty. And we've done the whole bourbon trail thing. So, and like, obviously Kentucky's known for bourbon, but there are actually some like really good wineries around Lexington. So I feel like that would be like a chill thing to do afterwards, like to go warm up and like try some wines.
Yeah.
So the only thing is my dilemma is Valentine's Day is on Monday, right? Which it makes me funny. Obviously, we talk about astrology and stuff, and I'm an Aquarius, and it cracks me up that like Aquarians are in the same month as Valentine's Day because we hate everybody. Like it's like love sucks. So like I've never been like big on celebrating Valentine's Day. Like I always did like when I was in a relationship and stuff. And like my dad has always like gotten us like little gifts or something for Valentine's Day. But I think Valentine's Day is like one of the dumbest holidays.
Yeah.
So it always made me mad that it was close to my birthday. Well, it's making me even more mad this year because I was like getting everything ready. Like yesterday, I was like making reservations and stuff, figuring out what I was going to do with them this weekend. And because Valentine's Day is on Monday, Saturday night, there is not a single reservation in this town, in this city, at a decent restaurant that I can find.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I really should have done this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
And they're predicting that like more people, like Valentine's Day reservations are going to be like pre-pandemic levels. And I was like, yeah, I see that. So I got on Open Table and was trying to find a reservation. Luckily, they have like a setting where you can like set an alert if like a reservation becomes available. So I'm hoping over the next couple of days, someone's got to cancel, right? Someone's got to like break up or something.
Break up.
Yeah, that's my thing. And so hopefully I get like an alert over the next couple of days. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I guess just go someplace that doesn't take reservations and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So.
Or have a family night and you guys all make dinner together.
Yeah. The thing is like Friday night, since we're having the party, like my parents are going to just like pick up food and we're just going to eat like at the house before everybody gets here. Cause we're going to be like setting up, I'm going to be getting ready and stuff. And I was like, I don't want to be rushed to get ready and then like go out to dinner and then have to like rush back to the house before people get there.
Right.
So I don't want to like have to make them eat in like 2 nights in a row, but they honestly don't care because they've been down here so many times that they're just kind of like, we're going to do whatever you want us to do. It's your birthday. Right. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That'll be fun either way.
Yes. I feel like I've been talking a lot, but I have one last update and then Christopher, you can take the floor because you have some exciting news as well. Yeah, that was so petty. I was like, yeah, you just wait. I'm about to stun on all of you. That's what that was. Oh, anyways, last update. Obviously, I have mentioned several times that I'm writing a book. And all of you people are probably like, when the hell is this book coming to life? Because I've been talking about this for like a year and a half now.
You're talking about it since you started this.
That's facts. Yeah, I started writing the book before we started the podcast, if that puts anything into perspective for you. Yeah, I'm going on 2 years of writing this book, which is insane to me. So my final manuscript, which is like, this is what's getting published, is due March 4th. So I have like 3 solid weeks left of like doing revisions and edits and making sure that everything is perfect and in tip-top shape. And I am talking about mental health stuff. So, I want to make sure I want to be extremely thorough because it's such a vulnerable and extreme topic. I want to make sure that I cross all my T's and dot all of my I's. So the next 3 weeks are going to be just book, work, book, sleep, repeat. Trying to get this done. And it's crazy. I can't believe that like the time has come and like once March 4th happens, like it goes through copy editing and publishing and my work is pretty much done other than, hey, I did this.
Yeah.
And like, it's insane. I've been like dreaming of this and like watching this book slowly come to life for months on end now. I took a 3-month break from it because it got to be too much. And even just like, I was just like reminiscing the other day on like, just even how much my mental health has grown, even just writing this book at all. As like, I was reading some of the chapters that I wrote 2 years ago. And I was like, oh my God, like, I just want to like go and give this version of Colleen a hug. Like, I was just like so lost and so broken and just like did not know who I was as a person. And I hated school and I hated life when I started this book. And I've seen just like a complete 180 within myself writing this book. So it's very sentimental to me that it's coming to life. And I had like a dream the other day, like opening the box for the first time and seeing it, and I like sobbed, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna cry when I like actually have it in my hands for the first time.
Yeah.
So I have my cover call on Wednesday this week actually, and so I'm gonna like get to pick the cover and like the design and draw it up and everything. And I've not thought about that at all. I've been so worried about what goes inside the book. I'm like, I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah. That's funny.
So but yeah, it's getting like really exciting. Of course, it's coming like the month that I am the busiest and have the most going on. But um, by the time that May is here and springtime and it's warm, I will be able to say that I'm a published author.
So when are
Yeah.
we expecting it to be on the shelf?
May.
May. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. May, you will be able to get it on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
Official.
Will it be in stores as well as online?
I think some select stores. I don't know. We gotta hammer out all of those details, but I'll get to do like a launch party and everything.
What? You got to tell me when that launch party is because I got to make sure I'm there.
I know. Well, I gotta figure it out. Like I get to do it at a library, which is cool. And like I'll donate one of my books to the library. But I got people all over the place. So
Right.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do it like in Lexington, if I want to do it back home. I'm leaning more towards Ohio. And I can always do like something myself down here too. And like I can even like donate a book to the university and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and I actually have like a couple professors that have reached out to me that want me to come and speak at the university, which is really cool, like as a journalist and also an author. So I'm like, that's insane. Like I literally sat in those seats not even a year ago. And you want my wisdom? Like I still feel like a child. Like I still am in disbelief that I graduated.
Yeah.
So that like was super weird, like getting that phone call that they want me to come and speak. I'm like, what? That doesn't even seem possible. So
do you think that you'll go like around London or Columbus?
Probably Columbus.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably Columbus.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mom wants me to have like a signing party at the pool this summer.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. It's like that would be fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Exciting.
I know. It's insane. I got approved the other day to like send it. I was supposed to have 5 beta readers, which I think I talked about in our last episode. And my book is so far along and is doing so well that they only made me do 2. So I sent it to my sister and one of my other good guy friends, and they've been reading it over the past 2 weeks. And like, it's insane to get their feedback. Like my sister was like giving me notes and like comments and all this stuff. And like, I'm just like, oh my God, this is so weird that somebody else is reading it. Like that I know, like literally me and 2 other editors are the only people that have touched this book in the last 2 years. So it's like insane. And like the way that the process that I did was I took all of my thoughts and emotions, because it's confusing. It's a memoir, but it's also a nonfiction book because I interviewed people and there's stories from other people in there. And there's also research, but there's also my story. So it's like lots of genres happening at once. But for like my part of it, for my story, I took all of my emotions and feelings and dumped it on paper. And like, that was my rough draft. So then going in and fixing that was going in and being like, okay, this is dramatic. This isn't needed. This is just like a stupid tidbit no one needs to know about, just like pulling stuff out that like wasn't necessary. So it's like crazy because like I was like asking my sister, like I was like, do you think this is too much? Do you think like this is not enough? So like just figuring out places like where I need to pull more, but then I need to add more. That's pretty much been my editing process. So yeah, it's so weird that other people are reading it.
Yeah. So I remember in our last episode you were talking about how there were 3 beta readers, so you only went with 2.
Yeah, I only had to do 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So insane.
That is wild.
I know. Yeah. And I went with my sister and then with Drew, who's like one of my other good guy friends. And I told both of them, I was like, I'm gonna need you to read this in like 3 different lenses. Okay. I'm going to need you to read it like as my sister and like as my friend, someone that knows me, because parts of my story are so deep and, they know those tidbits already. But then also I need you to read it as like someone that's also dealt with their own mental health struggles.
Yeah.
And, relating it back to your own struggles, but then also read it as like, is this going to help other people? Is this going to help other young adults? And then, my sister's a psych nurse. So then I was like, she has a huge mental health background. I mean, that's pretty much what her job is. So I was like, I also want you to like look at it like on like a scholarly level as well. So kudos to them, because I threw a lot at them literally like a week and a half ago and was like, here's an entire book. I'm going to need you to do this, this, and this. Thanks.
Yeah. So when are they supposed to have their stuff back to you?
My sister's already done reading the book.
Yes.
If you know my sister, she is an overachiever. She goes above and beyond. I told them I needed it by February 12th. Because I'm gonna spend this Sunday when my parents are gone, I'm gonna spend like all day editing. So yeah, and I decided to like add 2 chapters and get rid of one. And so I'm like making all these decisions now as like the final push is coming. But
yeah.
So
well, we are looking forward to it coming to life.
I know. I can't wait to hold it up one day.
Slowly.
I know. I'm having such a hard time with like picking the cover, because I drew up to, you'll really appreciate this. I drew up to covers like literally like 5 months ago before I took a break from the book. And looking back at them now, it looks like it's for a children's book. So like the subtitle is like the friend you never knew you needed. So like I want the book to like be like you're talking to a friend. And so one of my ideas was to like have people walking and like holding hands with a book, like it's your friend, but it looks so stupid. Once I drew it on paper, I drew these little stick figures like holding books, and it looks so dumb. Like it totally looks like a children's book, and I was like, I can't do this. So
do you want there to be illustrations, or do you want there to just be color? So
now I'm like reeling it back, and I like told my editor, like, I want this to like look cool on a coffee table, especially because like I'm gearing towards young adults, so I'm thinking like minimalist and like trendy. Right. But I'm also talking about some really serious and deep topics, and I think that should be portrayed on the cover too.
Right.
And I don't know how to put that all into like one vision. Yeah. So I had to fill out like my form last week of like what I wanted, and she was like literally put on there like for the cover team, like, I don't know what I want. Here's what I'm envisioning. I got to pick I got to make like 2 more mood boards of like colors and be like, this is what I'm thinking so far. You take it away. Like she was like, they are great at their job. She's like, they will take your vision that you don't even know that you have and like be like, here's a cover, and you're gonna be like, that's perfect. That like, yeah, that's what I couldn't come up with. Yeah. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
So do I. Yeah. But anyways, those are all of my updates. It's been an insane couple of weeks.
It's been a while.
It has. We've been recording for 29 minutes.
Oh my God. Yeah, just like you talked for 30 minutes. Take it away, Colleen. Take it away.
We were worried about not hitting time.
True.
All right, guys, we've been rambling on for a while, but stay tuned because next week we'll have part 2 of more rambling.
Part 2.
So we're going to abruptly stop at this point in time, and we will be back next week with more candid chats with CNC.
Yeah. Hooday, baby. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.